Easy Dreamers, welcome back to another lesson with me, Tom. Today we are getting deep with grammar. We're looking at the difference between just, already, yet, and still. How do you use them? We're about to find out.
Stop! Grammar time! Grammar time! Grammar time! Stop! Grammar time!
Hello and welcome to Eat Sleep Dream English. If you haven't met me before, my name is Tom and I teach fresh, modern British English so that you can take your English to the next level and achieve your life goals, whatever they may be. Whether it's to get that new job, whether it's to pass that exam, I'm here to help. Now, today we're looking at 4 words that are commonly misused or confused, and we're going to look at how to use them and when to use them. This is going to be super useful, so let's dive in right now. The first thing to know is that in British English we use all 4 of these words with the present perfect tense. While we use these words with the present perfect, we do use them in other situations, other times, other phrases, and we're going to look at a few of those as well. Let's take the word yet. Yet. So we use this word to talk about something that hasn't happened, but maybe we expect it to happen in the future. You'll mostly find yet in negative sentences and also in questions. For example, have you called your grandmother yet? Have you called your grandmother yet? So as you can see, present perfect, have you called? And then your grandmother yet. So maybe it hasn't happened yet, but it's expected to happen in the future. It's also used as a response to a question. So for example, has the post arrived? Has the post arrived? Not yet, not yet. So up until now, it hasn't arrived, but in the future, hopefully, it will arrive. So, has the post arrived? Not yet. Interestingly, you can use yet in the positive, in the affirmative, but it changes the meaning slightly. So, for example, has the post arrived? You might say, the post has yet to arrive. The post has yet to arrive. This means that it still hasn't arrived. So now the meaning of yet is more like still. This is quite a formal structure. Certainly in spoken English it sounds very formal, and you'd find it more in written English, but if you were at a party and you said the guests have yet to arrive, you're saying the guests still haven't arrived. Interesting structure. We use still to talk about a situation that is unchanged, that is continuing, maybe surprisingly. So for example, are Chris and Dave still dating? Are Chris and Dave still dating? So you're asking there, are they continuing to date? Are they still dating? Another example, what's it like outside? Is it still raining? What's it like outside? Is it still raining? As you can see, still there, giving us that sense of continuing. Is it still this situation? Is it continuing to be this situation? Let's look at just. Just talks about a very recent action. I've just been to see Dan in hospital. I've just been to see Dan in hospital. So I have just been to see Dan in hospital. So very recently, I visited Dan and now I'm telling you about it. So a very recent action, I've just visited Dan. We've just seen the news. We've just seen the news. Again, we very recently saw some news, so I would say we've just seen the news. We've just seen the news. There are lots of phrases with just, so like you could use just now, for example, to show just how close to this moment now something happened. So maybe it was a couple of seconds ago or a minute ago. So I saw Dave just now. I saw Dave just now. Literally a couple of seconds ago. My sister called just after you. My sister called just after you. So there, just after you. Again, the just is showing just how close exactly to that moment it was. It wasn't a long time after, it was very short time after. So just after you. Finally, let's look at already. We use this word to talk about something that has happened in the past before this moment. And sometimes with surprise. So for example, have you seen the new Star Wars film? Yeah, I've seen it already. I've seen it already. That means that before speaking, you watch the film, and so now you can say, well, yeah, I've seen it already. It's happened, I've done it. Have you eaten yet? Yeah, I've already eaten. I've already eaten. So again, a past action that's complete, you've done it. So you would say, I've eaten already. I've eaten already, or I've already eaten. Now the position of already can go in the middle of the phrase, or it could go at the end. We usually put it in the middle position of the sentence. So I've already eaten. However, maybe if you want to emphasize something, you might put it at the end of the sentence. So I've eaten already. I've eaten already. You just want to emphasize that you did this action. Another example, you're here already. You're here already. You want to emphasize that they've arrived and maybe you're a bit surprised. So yeah, you're here already. Not a great thing to say to a party guest, but yeah, anyway. So this is a great word to know and very useful when you're using the present perfect. Shall we do a little quiz? I think that would be a good idea. I know how much you guys have enjoyed previous quizzes in other videos. So I'm gonna give you some sentences and I want you to choose the correct word to fit into this sentence. Good luck. How was that, guys? How many did you get correct? Let me know in the comments below, of course. Tell me if it was easy, if it was difficult, if this video helped you to get better marks. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. Remember, I've got new videos every Tuesday and every Friday helping you take your English to the next level. Check me out on Instagram, check me out on Facebook, where I put daily English content. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again, guys. This is Tom, the Chief Dreamer, saying goodbye.